details. Baby, getting them details. Y'all make sure y'all go get baby the new 28 sneakers. You hear me? 16 ounces in a pint. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go get the new merch. You hear me? We all the way at BET Awards with this. You know what I'm saying? You won't never see me with no green, not even in pictures. Literally.
We've been told by family a man and his 5-year-old daughter were the ones who were shot and here earlier today. They tell us he's a pretty well-known rapper in this area. One witness said she heard the shot. She said it sounded like at least 20 to 30 rounds.
They have identified the 2 victims of a shooting, they say, that happened here at the car wash this morning. They shared pictures with us saying Ronnie Smith, a local rapper, and his daughter are the victims of the shooting. His daughter, they said, just turned 5 years old yesterday. This was the tragic scene shortly after 11 this morning as dozens of people rushed to the scene as Forest Hills police responded to Slappy's Express Car Wash along East California Parkway Service Road. The crowd only growing larger.
He didn't target nobody. He was a family man and he was going around rapping. Okay, why would you target him? Why would you target him? He didn't bother nobody. And a baby, his baby.
Emotions and tensions ran high today in Forest Hill, Texas, on the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive after a terrible crime took place, leaving 2 people unalive at a Slappy's Express Car Wash. A father had his 5-year-old daughter with him as he was said to be cleaning his car when the unthinkable happened. The father, who was known by G Money Little Ronnie or Hood Fame Little Ronnie, was a very popular DFW rapper who was beloved by so many. While vacuuming out his Dodge Challenger, his daughter sat in the front seat when multiple gunshots rang out, leaving Ronnie running. All this was determined because he was found just a short ways from the vehicle, and it appeared that he was trying to protect his daughter from the bullets and was trying to get away. However, whoever ambushed the 2 did not care about the young girl. It was only a few weeks ago when little Ronnie accompanied his daughter at her school for Valentine's breakfast with fathers. As a hands-on father to not 1 but 2 daughters, he loved to spend special time with them. On that special day, he took to Facebook and wrote, "My baby girl couldn't stand the fact that her friend was sad this morning. Her daddy couldn't make it to Donuts with Daddies this morning. So we let her know it's okay to join us and she can snap it up. And that changed her whole mood. My little Valentine's." That was just the kind of person he was, and he seemed to be raising his daughters with the same kind of compassion and care. Even though he was a talented rapper, he was said to be the level-headed one of the Hood Fame entourage. He not only put out music that people liked, but he also had a passion for clothing and loved repping his brand. He released his first album in 2016 and gained over 40,000 monthly listeners on Spotify by October 2022. On his personal Instagram account, he amassed over 140,000 followers, promoting his music and showing glimpses into his personal life. He was a person with a big personality, and according to him, his character got him into circles and places with more opportunities than money ever did.
Yes, sir, you hear me? Outside, first time buying some mother Tim's, and this hot nigga feel coming cold, but I'm trim. Literally, best gambling mother Texas, out here in Detroit, Michigan. Features, promo, dice interviews, all of the above, breaking casinos, I don't give a literally, Nick Cannon, wilding out, SODMG is going on, you hear me? Literally,
He was relatable, likable, and just a whole vibe to be around. He was truly a good person, working hard day in and day out to make his dreams happen. Just a few years back, he lost his mother, who he shared a very special bond with, and it was one of the hardest times in his life, besides losing his brother in 2012. He wanted nothing more than to make them proud, and he was truly doing just that when someone decided, sadly, to not just take his life, but the life of his beautiful daughter.
We've been here all day long, and so far, Forest Hill Police have yet to provide us with any additional information. According to MedStar, though, 2 people were in a shooting at this car wash behind me, and a family member tells me that it was a man and his 5-year-old daughter. Take a look. That same relative provided me with this picture of Chucky Smith and his young daughter. I'm told her birthday was just yesterday. The two were reportedly at this Slappy's Express car wash located off I-20 and Forest Hill Drive shortly before 11 a.m. when they were fatally shot. Family and friends were visibly distraught as they arrived at the scene, folks leaning on one another for support. I spoke to Smith's aunt, who is desperate for answers.
All we know is that he was tagged, he was doing the car, cleaning the car out, and somebody came through shooting and killed him and the baby. He was a good kid, y'all. He was. He didn't bother nobody. He didn't. Him and that baby.
Sky 4 captured part of the crime scene from up above. You can see a red Dodge Challenger with its doors open being processed by investigators. A neighbor told us that she heard between 15 to 20 gunshots. Fort Worth and Mansfield police officers are here assisting with crowd control. And at this point, again, we have limited information from Forest Hill Police.
This tragedy is still so fresh, and so many people are sending tributes to a man that touched so many lives. Even though he was the known one, his 5-year-old daughter being targeted in this brutal crime is sickly disturbing. So many are expressing how little Ronnie was not the kind of person to be into beef. So for someone to leave him stretched out the way that they did is very heartbreaking. Right after the shooting took place, someone at the car wash filmed him unalive, stretched out on the ground, and his vehicle with his daughter still sitting in it, sadly, unalive, slumped over in the front seat.
Somebody had already reported it and they were on their way.
Becky Johnson is one of several people living near Slappy's car wash in Forest Hill who called 911 Monday morning describing gunfire.
And I heard 6, 1, 2, 3, pop, 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 pop. Then about a few seconds later, I heard another 6, 1, 2, 3, in concession, real fast.
The same gunfire woke up Pamela Barrett, who learned more about the shooting from her son's telephone call.
I said, Mom, hey, I'm up here at the gym. I'll be at the gym for a while. I'm not going to come home because it was an active drive-by shooting. 2 people just got up here at Slappy's.
Why could anyone just look at an innocent child and pull a trigger? She was a baby, and it is an awful shame that she had to become a victim of a gun crime. Her dad loved her so much and would not have put his daughter in harm's way. And in that moment, when the shots were going off, and I'm sure he was thinking more of her than himself. Little Ronnie helped so many people, and no one would have ever thought that his life or his daughter's would be taken in this way. It should be a crying shame to all of us that our people keep losing their lives to senseless gun crimes. My thoughts and prayers are with all of the loved ones who are hurting, and I pray that whomever did this be caught sooner than later. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.